Good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see. Very interesting day setting up. NVIDIA flying. Everybody wants an NVIDIA. $800 target the other day. Now a $700, $780 target today. It's moving. And we're going through some of this stuff. And nice week last week, but you had to just chill and you had to buy puts. And today, do we go up? Do we hold? Do we rip? Here's the thing. You got to see. Do we go up? They should go up. Tesla should go up 10. Okay? NVIDIA should go up 10 to 20. SCMI should go up 10. Caterpillar should go up 5. Lam Research should go up 25. If this is real. Okay? PAN-W. We got out of PAN-W because it was acting wrong. I mean, it was acting wrong. And it was right. They knew. So it's way up. So that means Zscaler is going to fly. Zscaler, if you like it, 145's become interesting today. Okay? So very, very interesting. And then into earnings, Zscaler looks really, really good. Okay? But here's the thing. So everybody wants to be in NVIDIA. Nobody wants to miss it. Okay? So let me go through a little theory here. A little theory on NVIDIA and SMCI. Okay? So SMCI, they're supposed to make 220. They guide up and they say 320. Then they make 350. And then they guide flat to 350. So the market drops at 100 points. So if they would have just made 320 and then guide flat to 350, they would have been way up. If they would have never guided up, then they would have made 350, guided flat, but they'd have made so much it would have went up. So here's a little theory, and you guys let me know if you agree or disagree, okay? So NVIDIA ships $8 billion in more chips. Okay, they guided up. They're going to ship more, 8 billion more. So they're going to beat expectations. Okay, so they say they ship 9 billion in chips, but they're shipping chips. They're not shipping computers. Okay, so whoever buys those chips, Amazon or whatever, they take those chips and they send a bunch of them to SMCI, or NVIDIA just ships them to in lieu, like they're shipping to Amazon. So as SMCI starts making all these computers, but they're going to get computers. They may get those chips whenever that quarter ended. So they're going to get these chips later in the quarter. Okay. And then they have to go deliver those computers, and they have to put them in AWS or wherever. They're going to go put them, right? This is interesting. So revenue recognition, SMCI cannot claim that they got that revenue till they've shipped and delivered the product. Now, you know this because Lam Research told us 2 years ago that because they couldn't get all the chips, they were still building the machines, but they were building the machines at the vendors, not the vendors, at whoever bought the machines. So let's say Micron bought a machine, a factory. Lam Research would go there and take this $1 million machine, and they would all set it up and doing everything and start and putting it together, but they were lacking a few chips. So they couldn't claim the revenue because they didn't snap those chips in. And then when they snapped it in, they could claim the revenue. So go back to SMCI. So SMCI is delivering these computers, but they may not deliver them all in this current quarter here. It may happen after this quarter's over. So that means their number is going to be fantastic again, and they may come and guide up again, right? They just guide it flat because they don't know how many NVIDIA is going to ship, and they don't know if they'll be delivering the product. So if that's true, SMCI has a 100-point move, maybe a 200-point move up on the squeeze. But it wouldn't be for this quarter. It would be the quarter after. Now, they may ship a bunch more and then just guide up somewhere in the next 4 weeks, etc. So now let's move a little bit forward again. So let's say NVIDIA guides up by another 8 billion. So NVIDIA flies, goes to 500, 550, wherever it's going to go. But that doesn't mean SMCI makes all those computers right away. Because what if NVIDIA doesn't ship that, let's say that whole $8 billion of their guide up isn't shipped till the day, 3 months from now, the day before the next quarter ends. So NVIDIA still recognizes the revenue, but SMCI doesn't. So that gets deferred. So they're a quarter behind. They're minimum a quarter behind. So very interesting. This actually makes a lot of sense, right? And then you have all these people building their AI stuff. They're not using as much snow right now, but they will be next quarter. So the snow guide up may be very good. I don't know how their numbers will be. Okay? And same thing with Lam Research and everything else. Okay? So I hope all that makes sense. So very, very interesting. So a little bit different take on it, but it implies that SMCI is fine and it's starting to move again a little bit today. And that's moving and now is moving. And today, if NVIDIA guides up and if snow is good, I think you have a rip of ages into Powell. Okay? And then back down. Today is very, very simple. Today is a very simple day. You just have to watch NVIDIA. If NVIDIA goes back under 439, then they're going to take this SPX back down again. If it doesn't go under 439, the techs will hold up all day long. All day long. And then we see. Okay? But this is a trading market. Everything was up nicely last week. We did really well. But you have to sell them. You have to sell. You can't take Caterpillar. You buy Caterpillar at 70 cents and it goes to $1.40 in 20 minutes and then you don't sell it and then it goes down. See, that's up to you how you're trading. Or you can go buy a hedge and your hedge goes up and it covers the Caterpillar. That's it. That's the market you have. Okay? But this is all about NVIDIA. And now, because PAN-W, look at PAN-W. It's up, 26? It's flying. All they're doing is they're moving everything to the cloud, redoing how they're doing business, blah, 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 blah. Really scummy what the CEO did. I mean, he's a real scummy person. I mean, you should never do what he did. But let me tell you, he's still screwed up. The stock is not up. The stock was at $250 when he announced this. So he's all happy, but it's not up. Okay? So very interesting. But that means Zscaler and stuff can run. So take the NVIDIA guide to imply, yeah, they can ship it, but doesn't mean everybody else is using it immediately, right? Just because you get a chip, you still have to build a computer, you got to go get the memory, you got to go pick up these huge boxes and go install them, and when they pay you, what's revenue recognition, how are they doing? I mean, everything is kind of fuzzy. Now, Tesla moving today. First day that it's starting to move up. Does it go up 7 or 8 every day and rip right back to 250? Very possible. Okay? So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. So that's what we know. That's what we know. Caterpillar, Deere is way down. They say, oh, the ag cycle is bad. Deere beats and they guide up, and the ag cycle is bad. So here's the thing. The action is bad. The news is great. Okay, Caterpillar was at 294. It's at 274. It's down 20. So don't force a trade in Caterpillar. It's not going. You need a 3 or 4 point update followed by a 3 or 4 point update to get back into Caterpillar too. Okay? So keep an eye on that. Snow, I actually like Snow for earnings. You know, I don't know if they beat, but I think they guide up. I think they guide up. Okay? Because of what I told you about the whole AI thing. Okay? So interesting. And I like Zscaler today. Zscaler can run off PAN-W. Lam Research. Lam Research, AMAT moved. Lam Research didn't move as much. So Lam Research through 672 has a shot back at 700. And then we wait, and then we wait, and then we wait. Okay? That's what we know, that's what we know, that's what we know. Let me go to comments, questions. And let me know if you agree with this thesis. This thesis, very interesting. Theory, this theory. Nobody is agreeing, nobody's disagreeing, everybody's laying in bed. That's what we know. Okay. Yes, any impact on Everglades. So Everglades, the China property thing, that if Powell guides that, Powell is Friday. So NVIDIA means more than Powell right now. Okay? So that's what it's all about. So NVIDIA till Wednesday, the action will be Thursday, and then Friday is Powell. And then we see. Okay? Then we see. So let me tell you, and I don't know if they're, here's the Fed people. Okay, so Sam makes these rash judgments. He tells you, this guy's garbage, or this guy's a loser, or whatever. Let me tell you, if you believe inflation is coming down, okay, and the economy is good, and I don't know if he believes that, and you come out and you tell people we're going to keep raising rates, that means you're kind of a piece of shit. Then you're trying to hurt the world. Because in an idealistic world where everything is great, that means rates go lower, economy booms, everybody has jobs, the market goes higher, and everything is good. It's not about destroying the economy because you want to destroy the economy. You want nirvana. And how does that come? I don't know. I have no problem with Powell saying rates are going to go higher because inflation's not coming down. But if he says inflation is coming down, but we're still going to raise, that means he's a little kind of piece of garbage. Okay? So just understand that. Okay, let's get started. Okay, good morning, everybody. 8:21. I hope you understood that theory on NVIDIA. It looks pretty sound. It actually makes a lot of sense. And that's why SMCI was flat, okay, on the guide. Okay, so that's what we know. SPX, up 20, it was up 24. Let me look. It is up 17, coming back down. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. If it goes negative, that's not good. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. Up 20 puts it at 38.89, 43.89, 4,400, 4,409 underneath 43.52. Okay, Avago, way lower, 855, 809. NVIDIA, 469, big number, 469. And this is at 370 if they guide down. Okay, so just know that. Lam Research, 662, 671. Meta looks better. Can it get through 291? If it can get through 291, it can run to 300 pretty fast. And then we see under 281, Pan W, 238, 252 under 231. CrowdStrike, 146 through 156. Zscaler, 146 underneath 141. Apple, 178 under 171. Lilly, 552 under 536. Snowman, 152, 159, 172. Breakout number under 133 if it caves. Carvana can't get through 42 even on good news. Deere needs 409. BKNG, 31.51. Now here's why the market was acting wrong. You can't tell me that the economy is great, so we got to keep raising rates. Well, if the economy is great, you can tell me that. If you tell me the economy is great, then people are going to keep traveling. If the economy goes to shit, people will quit traveling and BKNG goes lower. You can't have it both ways. Okay? So just keep an eye on that. Caterpillar needs to get through 282 with force. SMCI, 272. Amazon, 136. NOW 562, 571. Microsoft 322, 329. Now let's go back to Microsoft and revenue recognition. The same type of thing on SMCI. If and when they roll out Copilot, they haven't done it yet, okay? They got to add to the revenue, but the revenue won't be reported in that quarter because most of those orders will come the quarter late, the next. So if they don't announce Copilot this quarter, then their guide is not going to be good for next quarter over again either. So just keep an eye on that. Same type of thing. Tesla 222. If Tesla goes negative, very bad. If it does better, 232. Coin, just nothing. Does nothing, right? 71 down, 69. Interesting. Sam, what if Powell wants to destroy the economy? I don't think he wants to do that. SPX is now down 9 straight points, just like that. Okay? So keep an eye on it. If we go negative, in theory, on days like this, if we go down to up 3, and then either rip way up or go negative. And that's what we know. Everybody have a great trade day. Stay check. What's up?